It's this beautiful edge featuring double crochets together, and chains. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the pineapple edge. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. Okay, so for this design, we're going to work it lengthwise, meaning we've created the width of the edge first, and then you're going to grow it as big as you need it to be. So you're going to start with a chain of 11. That's going to be your foundation chain, and then you can move on to row 1. For row 1, we're going to be skipping the first chain and then doing 1 single crochet into the next one. Now you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 chain and then do 1 single crochet into the next. Skip 1, 1 single crochet. Now we're going to chain 4. Skip 4 chains and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So skip 1, 2, 3, 4 into the next chain a double crochet. And then you have 2 chains left, so you got to do 1 double crochet into each one of those chains. That's my third and last. This here is the end of row 1. For row 2, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip your work. We're skipping the first double crochet and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So skip 1 into the next a double crochet and into the next a double crochet. Now you're going to be chaining 2 and doing 1 single crochet into the chain 4 space. So around the chain, insert your hook and do a single crochet. After this, we're going to chain 1 and then do 7 double crochets into the chain 3 space. So this chain space here, you're going to insert your hook into it and do 7 double crochets. So I'm going to do this a bit faster. This is my 5th, 6, and 7. Okay, so that's 7 double crochets into the chain 3 space. That there is the end of row 2. Now we're going to move on to row 3. For that, you're going to start with a chain 3 and flip your work. We're going to be working a 4 double crochet bubble into the first double crochet. So for that, basically, we're going to be working a double crochet 4 together. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop right there. And do that 3 more times. Yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. Twice more, yarn over into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. Yarn over into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. Here you're going to have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 5. This is our first bubble stitch. Now we're going to be chaining 3. This begins a bit of a repeat. So we're chaining 3, skipping 1 stitch, and into the next doing a 4 double crochet bubble. So skip 1 and into the next, do basically a 4 double crochet together. So I'm going to do this one a little bit faster. Every time we're just kind of creating a leg by pulling through 2 loops and not completing the double crochet. And that's going to add 1 more loop on your hook. So once you have 4 legs into the stitch, you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. And that's your 4 double crochet bubble. So now we want to do that twice more. So you chain 3, skip a stitch, and into the next do a bubble stitch. Then you would chain 3, skip a stitch, and into the next do a bubble stitch. I'm going to do this off camera. So I'm doing a bubble stitch right now, then chain 3, skip 1, bubble. I'll do that off camera and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I just did my next and last repetition of chain 3, skip 1, and bubble stitch. And that last one will be done into the last double crochet of the 7 that you had previously. So now continuing the row, we're going to chain 1, skip the next chain 2 space, and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So we're skipping the single crochet, the chain 2, and then doing a double crochet into the next double crochet, 1 into the next one as well. And now 1 into the turning chain. So into the top of the turning chain, you're doing 1 double crochet. Now this here is the end of row 3. Moving on to row 4, we're chaining 3 and flipping your work. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet, by the way. Then you're going to be skipping 1 stitch and then doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 and that's 2. Now we're going to chain 2, and you want to do 1 single crochet into the next chain 3 space. So between the bubble stitches, 1 single crochet. Now we're going to chain 4 and then do 1 single crochet into the next chain 3 space and do that again. Chain 4 and do 1 single crochet into the next chain 3 space. That there is the end of row 4. Now for row 5, we're going to be flipping your work here. You want to do a slip stitch into each of the next 2 chains. So the chain, let me see here. Basically, we want to get ourselves to the middle of this chain 4 space. So you're working in the back of the chain, doing a slip stitch into the first one and a slip stitch into the second one. Once we've done this, we chain 2. And then you want to do 1 double crochet into the next single crochet. So this single crochet here, just a double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2 and then do 1 double crochet into that same stitch, into the same single crochet. Another double crochet there. Now we are chaining 2 and then doing 1 single crochet into the next chain space. Around the chain space, a single crochet. Now we chain 3. You want to skip the next chain 2 space, and we're going to finish off by doing a double crochet into each stitch and turning chain for a total of 3 double crochets. So that's into the stitch, and into the turning chain. That there is the end of row 5. And now we're going to move on to the last row, row 6. We're going to be chaining 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flipping your work. Now we're going to be skipping the first stitch and then doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Now we're going to be chaining 2, skipping the next chain space, and then doing 1 single crochet into the next chain space. So you skip this and the single crochet, and then into the next chain space, insert your hook and do a single crochet. Now we're chaining 1, and you want to do 7 double crochets into the next chain 2 space. So let me see here. Yeah, the 1, it's basically the chain space between the double crochets. You know how you created double crochet, chains, double crochets? So into this chain space here, we're going to work 7 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that there is the end of row 6. Now we would just repeat rows 3 through 6 back and forth, and you're gonna continue to grow this lengthwise, and then once you're done, you're going to be cutting off your yarn and threading your ends through. I'm gonna repeat this maybe once more just to show you a bit of a bigger sample. Okie dokes, here we have it. This is super cute. I don't frankly know why the name. I don't really see a pineapple, but I see these kind of like beautiful petals made with the double crochets. So yeah, of course you would connect it to your work from this side here. That's the like top of the edge. And then you get this beautiful and more like intricate bottom. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.